Hello YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. Hope you guys are all doing pretty fantastic. Now this is for the PC, and please be advised the game's a little bit graphically intensive for my capturing software, so therefore before you have the camera to screen for now until I get a nice component cable I can plug into the back of the computer and be able to record properly. Hopefully anyway. So, alright, what we're doing here today is showing you how to get very ample, EXP in the hard mode Ramparts. This is great for levels 1 through 60 if you're trying to get your characters up. Please be advised that if you're trying to level early characters early on, make sure your tower levels are pretty jacked up before you do that, because otherwise you're just going to get your level 1 characters and get rocked a lot because of the crossfire and all that nature. But yeah, first thing you want to do is make sure you have a decently leveled apprentice in this case. You can use other classes. You can use a full huntress build, but I like to mix it up with squire and this little gentleman here. He's not a bad class, if not he's an awesome class for tower defense. So what we're going to do here for now is build that. And we're going to build a lightning tower. Now, what you're going to do with this is build one of these magic missile towers, one of this lightning tower, and some others as well. But first, we're going to make sure everything is covered properly first before we continue. But first thing we want to do here is go into our character here, because I'm doing a hybrid style of a build structure. So, again, if you're following this, you have a bunch of characters leveled up, and you wanted to find a very... What the hell was I doing there? Herp-a-derp! Sorry, not even paying attention now. I was looking at the camera for a second. You want to make sure you use something that is ample. So, I'm going to build 2 of these. You're thinking, well, that's kind of dangerous putting it there. You should give them a little bit of breathing rooms that way. Well, I usually do one spinning blade and one of, the bouncing, because the bouncing over here will actually most likely knock most of the enemies in that pit over there, which is pretty cool. It actually works out pretty well. One more we're going to need for it before we begin this is add a missile tower up there to take care of any of those little bastards, those little Warvins that come up over there. Again, I'm not doing anything too extravagant. I'm trying to bring up all my characters evenly, so, it's a great exercise. You're doing it by yourself, and it's good for the environment. I'll just add that in there, because it usually sounds good to most of those wildlife organizations. So, okay, we got all those. We got that. I mean, we can easily do more. It's always good if you have the extra gold and you think, the extra mana rather, I don't know how to brain fart there, to make sure you plant down things such as, defenses, because if you don't, you're going to have a lot of trouble. So, okay. What I'm going to do is go into that and pick the fire, which is, I was way too out there. Put a fire there early. Then next round we'll be able to put our lightning over there and, fill in the rest of the gaps. And you're going to see how easy this is. It won't be too hard at all. And this time around I'm trying to level my level 32 Squire up, so again this will make it pretty essential. So we're going to hit G on my keyboard. Okay. Make sure my keyboard is actually on my lap. That's actually what I was aiming for, and I was like, okay, what am I forgetting here? Keyboard, right, yeah. As you can see right here, the enemies are dying pretty quickly. Really crappy weapon I'm using, by that way. It's not really that great. It's just something for stats. After I get this character up to the cap possible, I'm going to make it a hero build. Heroes being, gonna have... What's that? Oh, no, I got taken care of. Alright. Next, while we're here, we're going to build 2 of these bouncing barricades. I guess it's a good thing that I Kept the square around a little while. A little bit tedious exercise there, though, because you have to, like, put it just right in those areas. But, you guys are pretty much saying the square root of 72 here with this. Again, make sure you cover all routes. Make sure everything is closed out. Everyone's probably looking at my square and I'm going, God, those stats are garbage. Yeah, I mean, I don't got most of the majestic items at all, so, you know, it ain't gonna do me much good to try to stat build if I'm trying to level a thing. Okay, we're going to go into there, and this is going to cover this entire section, so that's covered. That's pretty good. Okay, next we're going to put our fire there. Gonna go up here because the wyverns are gonna start multiplying like bunnies now. Gonna put that right there. So again, if you guys are trying to look for an ample way to, you know, level the little minor characters that you don't really care about if you're trying to go for achievements, this would be an easier way for you to do that. Me, I'm just doing it to... What the fuck am I doing? Doing this. That's what we're doing. That's actually kind of a decent rod. Nah, it's kind of... Some of the stats don't stack up too well after, though. Okay, I'm going to put one more right there. And that'll be on lockdown. Okay, now I need to go in this corner right here. It's a just-in-case kind of scenario. There we go. It's always better to have backup than be on your back. Okay, next we're going to have some fire. Next we're going to have another missile. Good to have backup. Those little missiles add up over time, and while my character does not have the highest, you know, DPS and speed for this tower build at the moment, it's going to get up there eventually. For now, it's just all about hurrying up and crunching out the characters up all the way and make them even at least. So, okay, down here we're going to add this. I mean, even though it really isn't necessary, I add this anyway just for a laugh. That's a slice and dice. It just usually adds up being really funny. Okay, I'm mixing a couple things down there actually. This seems very tedious, but once it's fully constructed, everything is good to go. You know, it won't be much moving after that. You'll be pretty much just hanging out down here and doing riot control with the ogre, which will be popping out in 7 and 8. That's actually a pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good pair of gloves. Keep those. Fuck those. Okay, last one we're going to need here is the deadly tower. That's usually meant for, you know, things up there and down there. See, again, most people try to build defenses right here, and it becomes really antsy and really fishy. Because if you can keep the enemies down there, what's the point of trying to drag them all the way up here? I mean, I understand they're trying to, like, corner trap them with the, with most towers, but again, it just... I don't know, if you try and do an insane difficulties, it just adds up into, like, a disaster. At least I found so to be. But, alright, we're gonna add a couple extra touches here real quick. Again, probably so many people right now are having their autism kicking up in overdrive as they watch me do this because of the fact that they're like, well, that doesn't look right, that doesn't look like it's gonna do anything, that one looks like shit, that, you know, they're very much critiquing the hell out of it right now. So, alright, what else are we missing here? Doesn't look like too much. Gonna add an extra one here. Gonna have like a Tower Doom scenario going down there. Got 3 more points to accumulate. So we're just going to do... That's good. One more here just to... just for great justice. This will just sort of take care of anything that comes in. I'm gonna have 110 out of there, so we're gonna, oops, want to activate, hit G, and so far I notice how this is like really a tedious process, and you're right to a degree. I mean, there's a lot to planning and making sure everything goes through well, and you know, it's a lather, rinse, repeat process here. Once you get it right, it's good night. See, everything's pretty much just dying, and only need 3 of each. Don't really need to upgrade those at all. Those are potent enough as they are. You got like a 500,000 trillion freaking towers over here, so nothing's getting past this at all. I mean, an ogre's going to be a little bit of a hassle. It's going to take down some of the towers a tiny bit, because I usually already fathomed this in my brain and experimented. And you can see, this is the quickest way to level for low end. Playing it on hard and 30 plus if you have a character of that nature. Again, as you can see, it does pretty good, ample quality. So we're going to pump it into that. I know I have pretty crappy armor. Is you get decent gold for it as well, or mana. I keep on saying gold. See, that's a nerve. That's like a bad habit right there, because you're thinking currency because you use it to spend for like exchange things such as armor and weapons in this game, and then you use it for also powering up your weapons too, which is kind of a weird thing. So it messes with you. As you can see right there, shit just dies. Got a really crappy looking weapon there. Wow, I got some crappy stats on this. How much damage I can endure. I can actually take a pretty good hunk of damage. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, nothing's getting through that. I mean, it's just impeccable damage. Now, some people who don't have their stats all the way stacked and put up quite well, I'll show you guys what I have for my towers. I have plus 30, plus 34, 17, 25. You know, my hero build is kind of set up as 27, 35, 37, 23. You know, again, I don't really put anything into those little special stats for the squires. I don't really think they're that essential, besides the rage part. Again, we're just gonna pump some stats into this because that'll just be a cool idea. Keeping everything even pace, you know, very hybridishly. I'm gonna go into this again, and you're gonna see an ogre, which is gonna be one of those annoying little motherfuckers in this game. You get good, decent cash for doing this successfully as well as diligently and quickly. As you can see, stuff's just dying. I'm sitting around, not really doing too much. Ogre's gonna come out though and try to looking at that sword, because it looks kind of cool. Actually, I'll take that sword. The hell with it. Use the force, Luke. Okay, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, he went down. Yeah, for now though, I'm gonna be turning the male counterpart here into a tower defense squire, and my female, which is, I forgot the fuck her name, Adempta or something like that. Not Adempta. What the hell am I saying? Gonna be turning her into a hero or heroine, I guess. Check the map here, make sure everything's going good. Everything's going pretty fantastic. Always managed to get over that level. Again, we're gonna level up again, and we're gonna put all of our stats into melee. Just for the sake of great justice, of course. Is that any good? That's a hell of a lot better than what I got on. So is that -2 to the speed for the armor? Fuck it. We'll do it live. Now we're gonna begin again.